So we're in New Albany right now, leaving work. It's like a rainy day. New Albany is more like an upscale neighborhood. Only if you have money, serious money, you can live in New Albany. It's like the Oyster Bay of Dar es Salaam. So New Albany is the upscale neighborhood in the Columbus metro area in Ohio. To go through this roundabout to get back to the main road. Might seem like we're driving backwards, but this is how we have to enter the roundabout from the right side. It's really strange when you don't obey stop signs or traffic lights. You gotta obey all that. It's just really quiet. You don't see a lot of craziness here like you would see in Columbus. It's about 20-25 minute drive to go home. We're in the Westerville area, so Westerville is more like of a maybe Mikocheni of Dar es Salaam is compared to Westerville. So we're heading to Westerville right now, and you have some people actually raising horses out here in New Albany. Not so many though. There's like very rich people out here and rich people, and um, a few middle class people that maybe retired people. That yeah, you can see the houses are not like super nice, but trust me, they're expensive. They're expensive. You have to have a. It's at least 250,000 going up if you want to buy a nice house out here, and if you want to rent an apartment, it's no less than $1,500 a month. Grocery stores are pretty far from where we at right now. Here is only like Makazi and New Albany. Yeah. So we're driving towards like the main road. You'll see when we get there to the main road, it's a little bit more busier. It's almost 5 o'clock. People are about to get off work. Right now it's 4:39 p.m. It's cloudy, it's muggy because it's been a cold day. The highest temperature today is 51 degrees. All day it's been about in the low 40s. Yeah, we're getting closer to another roundabout. There's too many roundabouts in Albany. I hate that. Anyway, if you have any questions, just shoot your questions up there. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. If you want to know anything about Ohio, yeah, I'll answer your questions. I've been in Ohio for so long. It's not even funny anymore. Yeah, especially in the Columbus metro area. See, we're going to roundabout. Clearly, the sign shows you one way. You can't go wrong. Just gotta go this way. If you head towards the right, towards Jonestown Road, you're going back to New Albany. The way we're heading to Columbus in order to get to Westerville. I'd rather take the freeway, but I like the scenery. It's so beautiful because it's fall. The leaves are changing, the trees are different colors because it's fall season. Yeah, even though this week feels more like winter weather, but we're still in fall. Yeah. So what you see over there, those are apartments. And to the right, those are actually apartments and condominiums that people rent. Yeah. Those are like rental properties. They're like those are expensive. Those are more like $1,800 to $2,000. You want to own a house in New Albany? It's expensive, but it's really nice. It's a nice neighborhood. It's a good school district. You have all the grocery stores out here. There's you know, there's jobs out here. You know, it just all depends what you want. You know, want to save money? There's areas you can save money, but New Albany is more for like people who got money, people who really understand themselves. See, there's restaurants out here. There's McDonald's. There's Roosters. There is, Speedway gas station right there to your right. There's Dutch's, BP. station. There's Shell to the left. You know, there's quite a bit restaurants out here. This is like the hub. So this is like a border of New Albany and Gahanna. This intersection right there. It's New Albany and Gahanna. Gahanna, I think if you work, you can afford to live in Gahanna. Gahanna is more like of a busy beach of Dar es Salaam. Yeah. So now we're in the border of New Albany and Gahanna. It's on Hamilton Road. There's a lot of restaurants to your right, a lot of restaurants to your left. There's Chipotle. Everybody loves Chipotle because you can get you some rice, some grilled chicken, grilled beef, grilled pork, beans, salsa. You know, salsa is more like a kachumbali salad in Tanzania. So now we're heading towards like Columbus. We're still in Gahanna, but we're really getting closer to Columbus. Yeah. Um, there's churches out here. There's more apartments everywhere. The apartments and you know they're really nice. They're spacious and everything. They're just pricey. So we're heading towards more north of Columbus. You can afford more housing that's more reasonable. Any middle class people can afford. As long as you have a job, really, you work hard, you can make money and live wherever you want to. Be honest with you, you can live where the rich is. You can, even if you can't afford to buy a house, you can rent a house, but it will cost you some money. Um, so we're heading towards. We're actually on Malls Road. So this is really Columbus. We're in Columbus right now. Yeah, small restaurants to your left. There's car dealerships to your right. You know, there's just places where you can't get bored. If you don't like to cook, America is the place to be. You can find restaurants everywhere, you know, and there's restaurants that open really late, not like some places in Dar es Salaam, but what you don't see is the outside market. You have to go to downtown Columbus to see outside market. Out here, you can't see outside market. You have to go either to the grocery store or maybe like a personal private farm that somebody had grown maybe tomatoes and cucumbers and they're selling it outside their yard or something like that. But you can't really see outside market around here. Yeah, and people only do that during the summer. Right now we're in fall, so nobody's gonna be out there selling anything. Huh. Yeah, there's CVS Pharmacy where you can also find everything. You can find groceries in there too, food, medicine, clothes, laundry detergent. You know, yeah. So the funny thing is, this is Columbus, right? But if you go to your left, right here on Stigler Road, you'll be entering Gahanna again. So the borders are kind of really funny. We're past Gahanna, but if you head towards the left, well, we just passed that light, it's Gahanna. But around here where we at, it's Columbus. Find a lot of people working in the warehouses. Columbus is a good place to live because it's not hard to find a job in Columbus. If you want to work, you'll find a job in Columbus. There's so many jobs. It's not like some states you go, it's really hard to find a job. Yeah. As you can see, we're hitting traffic because it's 13 minutes to 5 o'clock. People are getting off work, but people here have a habit of getting off work early. That's why you see a lot of traffic. So much traffic, it's not even 5 o'clock. Yeah. We're getting closer to Walmart. Walmart is a big department store in the United States. Walmart is all over the United States. Walmart is in every state. It's one of those really big department grocery store. It's mainly groceries, but you can find bicycles in Walmart. You can find, they used to even to sell guns in Walmart. They don't do that anymore since the pandemic. They sell clothes, shoes, furniture, TVs, groceries, name it. You can find pretty much anything inside Walmart. But this Walmart that's really close to us right now, that's right here, It's usually very packed. You'll get to see it in a minute. It's really close to Sam's Club, but I'm gonna try to drive down there so you can see it. There's hotels. This is the Eastern Mall area. This is Eastern Mall area in Columbus. There's so many malls, of course, in Columbus metro area, but this is Eastern area. You got the Whole Food over there to the left, and back here you got so many hotels to the left and to the right. That's where Walmart is. One and only Walmart. And to the left, that's the mall. You see Nordstrom, Macy's, the movie theaters, and everything is on the left. Can't really see it because there's a lot of traffic, so the cars are blocking me. I'm driving small cars, so you can't really see it. But towards the left, that's the mall area. The mall here is really big, but it's not like one building where you see all the stores inside the building. This is like the mall where all the stores are in the outside. So you have to park somewhere and just walk to individual stores. On your right, there's lots of restaurants. Walmart is over there. Taco Bell, Best Buy, where you buy all your electronics. And you have the Morris Home where they sell furniture and anything for home. You live around here, it's not hard to find anything because stores all around you. And a lot of times people come from out of states and they come around here. They stay at the hotels around here, like the Sheraton, the Hilton, or the Marriott. They just walk. They just walk to the mall. They walk to the restaurants. They don't even drive. So if you come and visit Ohio, Columbus metro area, it's really um, convenient to, you know, if you want to, take a cruise, you can from here. So, yeah, that's a newer hotel too, Hilton Garden Homewood Suites to your left. It's just newly built, actually. It's only like a year old. And there's the Holiday Inn Express. Pretty decent. I've stayed there before. So this road right here takes us to Westerville. It can take different direction, but I just chose to take this road. Sunbury Road Sunbury Road takes you all the way to Sunbury, Ohio. And actually, it could take you to Delaware too, and Lewis Center. But we're going to Westerville, so we won't go that far. As you can see, traffic is jammed. It's so annoying, but it's okay. We don't have a long way from here. Just for you guys to see how a little bit of Ohio in Columbus metro area. You've seen New Albany, you've seen Columbus. Now we're heading towards Westerville. I know this area from the back of my head. I lived out here for so long. Not that long. Just want to tell you that if you have any questions about Columbus metro area, be more than happy to answer you. Just put your question down there. Yeah. But don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share that link. There's so many people there wondering when they come here, what's the best state to live in? I can tell you this much. I never thought I would live in Ohio. But Ohio, it's more like it's not expensive. It's just like any middle class person can live here. To be honest with you, even a poor person can live here in Ohio. You can get a job, you can get any apartment that you can afford. It's all about what you can do and what you want. Yeah, a lot of people can afford to live in Ohio. And like I said before, earlier, it's still very easy to get a job here. So, yeah, get a job. You can have your own. You can work for yourself. You can be self-employed. All those things are still possible in Ohio. You can open your own business. All of that's still possible, and not that hard to do, actually, as long as you are on the right channels. Yeah, if you're doing the right thing, you got your ducks lined up. Yeah, it's not bad. You can see the trees they've already changed color because it's fall season, you know. But soon, about a month, you won't see any leaves on the trees. They'll all be on the ground because winter starts pretty soon. Yeah, actually feels like winter today. In America, people spend a lot of money on food and cars. People like nice cars. They don't care to lease a car. Every 3 years, you change your car. They like cars and food. I say people spend a lot of money on food more than anything, actually. I think it's like food, cars, rent. Food, cars, rent, mortgage. Those three things. And then bills, of course. Yeah. But like I said, Columbus metro area is still really reasonable, good place to live. Yeah. See, like this neighborhood, this is Columbus area. This neighborhood have really nice houses. It's probably around, you can get a house here for like maybe 1800 to $2,000, but it's a nice big house with two-car garage. But you can also probably get a place here for 1,500, and it also could be a house. And if you do get like an apartment, they're reasonable too. If you look all the way to the left, a lot of people have decorated for Halloween. Americans celebrate Halloween. They have a lot of scary stuff out there. If you look outside, outside that window by that house, it's crazy. See that scary thing right over there by somebody's yard? It, you know, in Swahili we say misukule. Everybody like misukule now because they like to celebrate, Halloween. Anyway, I don't celebrate Halloween because I think it's evil. You know, I don't do that. I just wanted to show you what people are up to this month of October, especially at the end of October. It's going to be so crazy. You see a lot of scary stuff everywhere. Some of them are ridiculous. Some things are ridiculous. You will go places, you will see people have hang like, you know, masked people with wearing black hanging from the tree. Think black people get offended. We get offended about that because they used to do that back in the day. Used to hang slaves on the tree. People do stuff like that during Halloween, and then they will leave it all the way till January. You know, and most of the time this happens. It's a white person hanging somebody off of the tree. And we know who those people are. Those are, slave masters in the past. Basically, some people enjoy thinking about that, while other people get offended. People like us, we get offended. We don't like that. I'll take a little shortcut here because it's getting late. So we want to take this little shortcut right here. Um, which this neighborhood is more like a middle class neighborhood. I don't know, middle class or maybe kind of like low income area. I would say there's people's houses here, but there's also people's houses that's rented, and there's also houses that's being owned by people. Because if you look more on the right, these are like people are renting these. Most of these are rentals. You can see they're called half a double. Two people living on one building, one on one side, the other one on the other side. But look on the left, these are houses that people own. See, you can see on the right, there's so many people renting out here. It's more like low income, but not so low income. You know, housing middle class people. And I feel like if you're working, anybody can afford this. It's not like the best area, but it's not the bad area either. This is called Strawberry Farm area. It's not like expensive at all, but it's not super cheap, but it's not the best. Yeah. So we're still in Strawberry Farms. We're gonna drive to the main road. When we get there, then I'll get to show you um, some other areas that we'll talk about. If you have more time one day, we'll have more time. We'll just go through these neighborhoods, like really bad neighborhoods in Columbus and really nice neighborhoods, and then middle class neighborhoods, which is they're okay. It's safe, but then you have neighborhoods. When I say really bad, they're not too safe. Just you could hear a gunshot anytime after 6. You hear a gunshot, or people just not following the law. I don't know what to say, but this it's not so bad. It's not my favorite neighborhood, but it's okay. So we're passing all the half a double for rent, and then we're going towards here. That's apartment buildings, where it's probably like 1,400 for that to live there. I actually had a friend that used to live here. She moved to Texas. Um, yeah, she had a house that she inherited from her dad, so she moved there because she had a free house to go and live. And then in front of us is more apartments. These are super cheap actually. They're about, I think they're like 1,000 or 1,100 to rent those. It's 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom. So since there's too much traffic, we'll try to take another shortcut. We're not gonna get on the main road. The main road is right in front of us, but we're gonna cross the main road and go through the residential neighborhood. Now, once we cross this light, this is Westerville. Yeah, behind us, that's Columbus. And if we was to make a right, we'll be going on the freeway either to go to Gahanna or New Albany, where we came from. And if you were to make a left, you're going towards Westerville and Columbus. Yeah, I like Ohio because it's still affordable to live here. It's not super expensive, but at the same time, you can find like really nice neighborhoods. I'm all about the school district. If you want your kids to go to a good school district, choose Westerville, choose Gahanna, choose Upper Arlington, New Albany, Lewis Center. Um, there is some areas that's really far from here. It doesn't mean that they're actually good areas. You might find areas that's really mainly the majority, like white people live more in those areas. And you'll find some areas where it's the minority, that black people really live in more of those areas. There's a little park on our right where kids go and play. This is called the Blendon Township, which is Westerville. So this is like a really old neighborhood. That's why the houses look like this. They're terrible. They're built from the 1970s. So obviously they're not all that. All these houses were built in the 70s. Some of them were even built in the 50s, you know. So this neighborhood is really old. The houses are really old. But it's a really quiet neighborhood because there's a school down the street across from here. Yeah. So it's a safe neighborhood. Police always patrol around here because there's a school down here. Yeah. Actually, all my kids went to this school. Yeah. It's elementary school. Yeah. So when we make this left turn, which is really annoying, I'm not sure where this person was going when he was driving fast from up the hill. But anyway, we're still in that, old neighborhood where the houses were built a long time ago. You will see a few houses, one house or two houses here and there that's probably built maybe about 10 years ago or something. But most of these houses are really old. People don't build houses like these anymore. Yeah. Um, there's a church off this street. Um, we drive a little bit further down. We're gonna get back down to the main road. Really main road, busy road. So I need to go to the store to buy something from the grocery store. Yeah, the fall season is almost everybody else's favorite season because the leaves are changing. It becomes so beautiful. It's not so cold. It's not hot either. But this year, I don't know about this year. It's already feeling really, really cold. It feels like winter already. So I don't know. Um, yeah, most stores around here. This is Westerville. Just strip mall, like a small strip mall, like little bitty stores. You have restaurants out here, gas stations, like I said, grocery stores, um, Nice restaurant to eat. Carsoni's. I've had their meals before. So delicious. They're like more like Italian, but they also sell like chicken wings, pizza, Carsoni, a lot of good stuff. Pasta, lasagna, um, a stromboli. Everything is just delicious there. You have Tim Hortons down the street. I gotta run to the store really quick and grab a salad. I think we might. Well, I guess we can choose a salad with you, but I'm gonna do this really fast because I'm in a hurry to go home. In a hurry to go home. It's cold out here. Really, really cold. Let me park. All right.